Okay, hi. My neighbors are having a party. They have a barking dog. We're gonna hope that dog doesn't bark too much, but if it does, hey, c'est la vie. It's Friday night. I have no plans. I have a giant thing full of iced tea, and we're gonna talk about knock-knock jokes.
Okay. Here's one. Knock, knock.
Knock-knock jokes are probably the first jokes you ever told. Probably the first jokes you ever heard. They're something else, aren't they? So, let's get our handy-dandy phones out. And let's see what the world thinks the best knock-knock jokes are, yeah? I'm gonna take a sip of my other drink, which looks like iced tea, but might not be. Here's the thing. I'm gonna bet you right now that like all of the funny ones are ones that ruin the formula, right? Because formula is meant for 6-year-olds. But let's, we're gonna hold our judgment here. Best knock-knock jokes. Okay, you ready? Oh, geez. There's a lot. 40 knock-knock jokes that will get you a laugh on demand? Yes. Okay, let's see what we have here. Knock, knock. Who's there? A little old lady. A little old lady too. Oh, this one's kind of funny. A little old lady who, all this time I had no idea you could yodel. That's not that bad. Let's do one more. Knock, knock. Who's there? Europe. Europe who? No, I'm not. That's a thinker, Ooh, highbrow. I feel like I need to do one more. Knock, knock, who's there? Cash. Cash who? No thanks, I'll have peanuts though. Amazing. So, that's the traditional formula. If you didn't know, now you know. That's what a knock, knock joke is. It's usually a pun off of who, which is, a pretty common sound and syllable. It can sound like a lot of things. Yes, this is a Tupperware thing, and I'm not going to answer any questions about it. So, when I was a kid, the only knock-knock jokes that I liked were the ones that played on the formula, right? Maybe it's because I loved SpongeBob and I loved absurd, weird stuff, but my favorite knock-knock joke was, knock, knock, who's there, interrupting cow? And then as the person says interrupting cow, who, you moo at them. One, because it's fun to moo at people when you're like 10. That's a riot. That's a laugh riot in itself. I like golden brown drinks. There have been joke fads that have come and gone. What is it about the knock-knock joke that has this real, staying power, right? There's got to be a reason that they have survived all of these decades. There's a knock-knock joke in Macbeth. I don't know if you knew this. People say that it's the first one, and that's first performance 1606, I believe. That was a long ass time ago. But if you read it, that's not a knock-knock joke. I don't think that's a knock-knock joke. There's something about Beelzebub in there, and it's 5 lines long. If you understand that knock-knock joke, comment down below and explain it to me, because I tried to read it, and, maybe too many golden brown liquids before I read it, but let's talk about why they've lasted so long. So, I was at a humor conference a few summers ago. Yes, I know, I'm the coolest. International Society of Humor Studies. It was a blast. I gave a talk on Bo Burnham, wouldn't you know? Anyway, this guy gave a lecture about knock-knock jokes. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to go to that one. That sounds... I warned you. I warned you. Anyway, let's let him stop barking. Maybe you can't even hear it and I just seem crazy. There's a dog. My neighbors have a dog. I've never seen this dog, by the way. So, what is a knock-knock joke? Well, a knock-knock joke is great. And a knock-knock joke has survived because it teaches kids how to tell jokes, right? It's like this beautiful, explicit, implicit joke. A knock-knock joke has survived because it teaches kids how to tell jokes. It's like joke training wheels, right? So if you're 5 and someone asks you, what's black, white, and red all over? You don't know what to do. Your little tiny dumb child brain is probably just thinking, what is red, black, and red all over? And you're just going to start thinking about those colors. You don't know to say what and prompt them for the punchline, which is what, you're supposed to do when you hear someone telling you a joke. If you don't understand the concept of a joke, you're not going to know how to answer it or how to receive that punchline, because you have to be thinking in the terms of a joke. You're thinking maybe you're going to answer the question. Again, kid brain, you're dumb. You don't know anything yet. You're a child. So you don't know that there's going to be a joke, an inversion, a twist, that something is coming, and they're not actually asking you this question. They're just setting up a joke that they want to tell because they want to make you laugh. But with a knock knock joke, you know exactly what you're supposed to say, and you know it right away because they say knock knock and you say who's there. The rules are very simple, very easy to abide by, and you know immediately, okay, I'm not about to get tricked. This is definitely a joke. I'm not about to look stupid. All I need to say is who's there. Simple. And that's really good for, tiny dumb kid brains. No, if you have kids, I don't care. But, hold on. The best thing that I can actually relate it to is do, re, mi. In The Sound of Music when Maria's teaching the kids how to sing, and so she teaches them do, re, mi, and then it's like, if you know the notes to sing, if you know these notes, then you can rearrange them and you can add in the words and you can sing anything. If you know how to tell a knock-knock joke, you know the rhythm of a joke, you can take out the words knock-knock and who's there, and then you can put in actual real street jokes. And that's teaching kids how to tell jokes, which I think is kind of beautiful. So next time you're hanging out with your, 4-year-old nephew, teach them knock-knock jokes and play with them. Play with those jokes and see if you can't teach these kids new structures. It's pretty rad when you think about it in that way. It's like building blocks, And then eventually they'll learn jokes, and then they'll, you go from knock-knock jokes, right, to actual street jokes, and then once you kind of understand street jokes, you can start to pay attention to which street jokes work and which get laughs, and then you can start pulling out the things that are funny and then inserting them, if you want, into non-jokes, into just stories. Like, oh, people think it's funny when I do this in a punchline. Maybe I can make this thing that's funny into the premise, too, and I can pepper it in there. So it's all a learning curve. I don't tell jokes, really, so you'll have to talk to comedians if you want more specifics, but love that theory on knock-knock jokes, so go spread them. And if you have a knock-knock joke that you think is legit funny, write it down below, and let's see if we can find some good ones. I thought that the one that I read was kind of funny a little bit. The yodel one, that's fine and cute. I kind of miss street jokes. Okay, that's all. I just had to share that. Bye! Bye. Have a good night.